Today I am explaining you Chapter 4 Accounting Ratios. Meaning of ratio. A single value cannot give clear picture of any data. It should be compared with some other value also. For example, marks scored by 3 students. A is getting 60 marks, B 50 and C 40 marks. If I ask that who is getting the highest marks, then certainly all gives the answer that A is getting highest marks, that is 60. But this may be wrong when we compare these marks with their total marks. Suppose A is getting 60 marks out of 100, B is getting 50 marks out of 75 and C is getting 40 marks out of 50. So to compare, we have to convert these marks into percentage. So A is getting 60% marks, B 66.67% marks and C 80% marks. Now the highest score is C with 80% marks. So for better understanding, we have to compare a data with other data. We can define ratio as ratio is an arithmetical expression of relationship between two interdependent or related items. Meaning of accounting ratio. When ratio is calculated on the basis of accounting information, then these are called accounting ratios. Ratio can be expressed by any one of the following ways. First, pure ratio. In this, ratio is expressed as 2:1 or 5:3 or 7:5, etc. B in percentage. In this, ratio is expressed as percentage as 25% or 150%, etc. C in times. In this, ratio is expressed in times, that is 4 times or 3 times. Last, days, months or weeks. In this, ratio is expressed as 73 days or 2 months or 12 weeks. Now types of accounting ratios. Ratios can be classified into following 4 categories: liquidity or short-term solvency ratio, activity or turnover ratio, and profitability ratio. Before starting question, we understand how many types of questions are framed in this chapter. In this chapter, questions can be asked in following 4 types. First, direct questions. In this type of questions, all the data are given and you have to identify which items are used in a ratio and which are not. These are very simple questions. Second, indirect questions. In this type of questions, all such data is given which is not used in a particular ratio and you have to find items of ratio from the given data. Third, reverse question. In this type of question, a particular ratio is given and you have to calculate content of such a ratio. And last, effect based questions. In this type of question, a condition is given and you have to identify the effect of such condition on ratio. Means a ratio is improving or declining or not changing because of such condition. Liquidity ratios. These ratios are calculated to check a company's short-term solvency position, whether the firm is able to pay its short-term liability in time or not. Following 2 ratios are calculated in liquidity ratio. First, current ratio or working capital ratio. Second, liquid ratio or quick ratio or acid test ratio. Let's start with current ratio. This ratio establishes the relationship between current assets and current liabilities. It is calculated to check whether company is in position to pay its current liabilities as and when they arise. It is shown in pure ratio, that is 2:1 or 3:1 or 5:2. Generally 2:1 is taken as ideal or standard or benchmark ratio. Means current asset should be double than current liabilities. It is calculated as under current assets divided by current liabilities. Current assets. Those assets which can be converted in cash and cash equivalents within 12 months or within period of operating cycle are called current assets. Current assets includes cash in hand, cash at bank, checks, drafts in hands, sundry debtors after deducting provision for bad debts, bills receivable, current investments or short-term investment or marketable securities, accrued income, inventories, excluding used tools and store and spares, and prepared expenses, etc. Current liabilities. Those liabilities which are payable within 12 months from the date of balance sheet are shown under current liability head. Current liabilities includes short-term borrowings, bills payable, sundry creditors, short-term provision, outstanding expenses, calls in advance, unclaimed dividend, etc. Before solving questions, learn some relationships. Working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. Total debts is equal to long-term debts plus short-term debts means current liabilities. Capital employed is equal to shareholders fund plus long-term debts. If in above relationships any two values are given, then we can find the remaining value. For example, when working capital and current assets are given, we can calculate current liability. And if working capital and current liabilities are given, we can calculate current assets. Total assets is equal to total liabilities means total of balance sheet. It can be expressed as shareholders fund plus non-current liability plus current liability is equal to non-current asset plus current asset.